Everyone knows that we are the queens of the oasis. We, the female date palms. We've been in Tunisia for thousands of years. Nowadays, Tunisia is the first exporter of dates in the world, with presence on every continent. But our real empire is around Chott el Djerid, or the country of the palms. There, where the sun, the land and the water have united to favour our blooming. The cult men devote to us begins in spring, when the oasis witness an explosion of colours, emotions and fragrances that the women welcome with ululations and incense. On the top of the male palm trees, the flower, in need of reproduction, lets its spathe explode, freeing the pollen that irresistibly attracts the bees, our lifelong allies. The time has come to free the male flower and to prepare it with reverence for our fertilization. Men climb our long trunks to insert the pollen-bearing twigs into our inflorescences, repeating the same movement since time immemorial. At that time, we bend down to them as a sign of recognition. And we let them drink from the very shell of our flowers. Even before our fruits begin to gain weight, men need to take care that our clusters are reduced, allowing us to regulate our future yield. As soon as we are freed from this surplus of weight, we prepare ourselves for other actions of thinning and pruning, to which we are entitled as the queens of the oasis. The great care men devote to us allows us to aerate our fruits so that they can gain in size. All that remains for men now is to free our clusters in order to enable them to hang from us, the female date palms, by means of their own weight. Fugacious moments of happiness, because at the beginning of the summer, our enemies try to weave their webs inside our bunches. This is why men must remove the stalks left over from the last harvest and the dry palm leaves from the lower part of our foliage to deprive our predators from a favourable backdrop. After that, they pick up the palm leaves that they had cut before to use them for different purposes. Nor will they forget to pick up the dates that have already fallen to the ground. In this operation, our close friend and companion, the donkey, takes an active part. Men know very well that our fruits, at a certain stage of maturity, might be damaged by the autumn rain or by insects which cause them to fall down and burst. That's why, when our dates start to ripen, men come equipped with mosquito nets that are used to protect us. They attach them firmly to our trunks, verifying that our bunches are hanging freely. They then insert them into the mosquito nets, taking care not to let our dates fall to the ground. They make sure the mosquito nets are hermetically sealed. Finally, they check their work meticulously to guarantee that we can breathe with satisfaction with our head in the sun and our feet in the water. The water, which is intimately linked to the sweat of men, its traditional system of management and distribution was implemented in the 13th century by Ibn Shabat, a Tunisian scholar to whom we owe our past glory. But as our oasis grew larger over the years, men were obliged to apply other water management systems and to even use geothermal water from the heart of the earth. Drainage channels have been dug to facilitate that the surplus of water can drain off towards the shots, these broad areas of sand and salt where jinns and mirages are dancing. Around the month of May, small pieces of fruit called bzar appear. Around June and July, our dates, which are still greenish in colour, grow and are then named blah. They then turn progressively yellow. We call this stage bisr. In September, they start to soften and are then called shbeba. Finally, around October, November, the dates are ready to be picked. But right before the final stages of maturity, we start to send out impatient requests that echo all over the oasis. Then men rush to our feet, humble and full of hope, to harvest our fruits, fruits of so much patience and love. After that, our bunches are hung over easels, where a first selection of the best fruits take place. To celebrate this happy occasion, families come along to thank God for this blessing. Our dates are then transported to the collection centres and later on to the packing stations, where they are weighed, identified, checked, and stored at a low temperature. They are later packed in various packages, complying with traceability and consumers' requirements. Example, organic, biodynamic, fair trade, and according to the international quality standards and references, such as Global GAP, ISO, IFS, and BRC. The best fruits are then taken to the port. There, ships coming from all over the world open their holds in order to dispatch them to all continents. Our real jewel, the noble Deglet Nour, the finger of light, unique in its colour and taste. We are indispensable for many reasons. First, our leaves are used to ward off the sand, thus preventing the oasis from being overwhelmed by the dunes. They are also used to craft numerous basketwork items. The fibrillum, growing on our slender trunks, provides extremely robust ropes that are used for a great variety of purposes. Our sap, extracted from our very heart, is given to the men who can avail themselves of it to quench their thirst after all they've done for our sake. As for the wood of the stems, it is used to roof houses and to manufacture doors and furniture. Our fruit stones are used for the preparation of coffee, whereas our flesh, coated in chocolate, is served to strengthen the friendship throughout the oasis. So wherever you are, whoever you are, you should always remember to thank us, the queens of the oasis.